My next guest will be fighting Justin Burlinson next at Dana White's Contender Series on September the 26th. And of course, it is the undefeated Danny Barlow. Danny, how are you?
I'm doing good, man. Just chilling.
You seem like the perfect candidate for this Dana White Contender Series fight, man. You're 6-0, 4 first-round finishes. How excited are you? And do you feel like this is the perfect opportunity for you to get in there and show your skill set?
Man, it's been a long time coming, man. Yeah, I feel like it's the perfect opportunity for sure, man. I'm more excited to just really just have fun, man. A lot of other fights be more so, you have the nerves, you have the pressure, but it's like that's to show this is the put it out online. You know what I'm saying? Just to put it out online, everything you got, man. So it's really more fun than anything.
So no pressure going into this one, but it is the biggest opportunity of your career so far. When you look at, where you started to where you're at now, only 6 fights into your pro career, did you expect to be here at this point?
Oh man, I can't say I expected it. I can say I worked hard for it. I can't doubt it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's always a blessed opportunity because you gotta understand it's always about the journey, like how smooth the journey go. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't get here like as perfect as I did, you know what I'm saying, have a perfect career and not too many hangups and you know what I'm saying. So to come as smooth as it came, yeah, man, it's different, bro. Yeah, man. It's different.
So this will be I'm sorry.
I said, yeah, real smooth transition for sure, man.
No doubt, man. I'm excited to see you in there. So this fight, it's going to be at welterweight. I was looking at your measurables. I want to make sure I have this right. You're 6'2" and you have an 80-inch reach. Is that accurate?
Yes, sir.
That's a pretty big reach for a welterweight. Do you feel like that obviously just makes you even more dangerous at 170?
Oh yeah, man. Like I said, it's been a part of my strategy range for sure, man. I feel like I have good range, have worked on range, and I feel like it's more important even without the reach. But the reach just make it, yeah, man, it just make it hard, almost impossible to touch me, bro. So you know what I'm saying. I ain't been touched too much, you know what I'm saying, my career, but yeah, it's something for everybody to deal with it for sure. Yeah, it's for sure a code to be broken.
What is that cut like to 170? Is it manageable for you?
Oh yeah, it's manageable. Because it's not a lot of. I think my nutrition is, you know what I'm saying, pretty on point. My diet, you know what I'm saying. So it's good. It's the type of work that I'm putting in. I can't say it feel worse, but it feel better after. You know what I'm saying? It feel better. Like I used to cut like 13 pounds. And getting a fight, and I just kind of felt small, you know what I'm saying? But I put on like 15 pounds of muscle over like the last 2 years of, you know what I'm saying, just, grinding with my bodybuilding coach, my personal trainer. And like I said, but the cut be hard, but in the fight, I be, like I said, it don't affect my gas tank. Like they say, a lot of people, the cut affect their gas tank, but it don't affect mine, like at all. The cut really, so it's manageable. Like if I make weight, it's a problem, man. Yeah, but it's been manageable so far.
So you walk around at like 200?
Man, I walk around there right at 200, but it was a time I had I think it was my second fight. I was walking around, man, like 205, like 5%, like 6% body fat or something like that, man. I had to put them weights down, man. I fell in love with it too much, and that weight cut was crazy because usually I have we train, and after practice I walk out like 195. So imagine me having a hard training session, walking out 200 pounds. Like that means I didn't sweat, I didn't burn all these calories, and I'm still 200. So that was probably the craziest weight cut, or the craziest, yeah, that was probably the craziest weight cut. And I got that I had to cut that in like a week notice. I got that fight, so it was like a short week notice. I don't think it can get worse than that. And of course, worse than my last weight cut. So, yeah.
I can only imagine. What are the foods that are staples in your diet when you're in camp? What is it that you're having for nutrition to put in and fuel your body?
To be honest, my body burnt everything. I just cut certain things out. So I eat everything, but I just don't eat sweets, like cakes, like no junk food, like cooked food. Like, you know what I'm saying? My grandma cooked a lot for me, you know what I'm saying, during fight camp. So I eat whatever she cooked. But I just don't eat a lot of, and towards the, like I say 2 weeks out from the fight, I would stop eating. I would cut pretty much sodium. I cut the sodium. Then the last week I cut carbs. You know what I'm saying? So I cut sodium 2 weeks out, and then the last week I cut carbs. So it's like it pretty, you know what I'm saying? It makes the weight cut very, very simple.
Once you make weight, what is your favorite post weigh-in meal? What is it that you look forward to eating?
Man, to be honest, it used to be I could drink some cold right after the weigh-in. I used to be able to I can get my pickles and what I'm saying I can now it's like it take me like 3 hours, 4 hours before I can even eat. Like it take a long time before I get my first meal, but man, my go-to is either my IHOP, man. I love it, like spinach and mushroom omelet, bro. I hit IHOP, man. We good, and but now I do Olive Garden, like what I'm saying. So it's more so it be healthy, it be pretty healthy, but it be some calories for sure. It be some calories for sure. But yeah, I say like IHOP, this is my number one place, and Olive Garden. That's what my coach recommend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Olive Garden's breadsticks are dangerous.
Nah, for real. They keep coming too. They don't know. Yeah.
No, I see your background, man. You're an all-American wrestler. My father always said that, he felt wrestling is the most important discipline in all of mixed martial arts. And I mean, just with your style being a wrestler first, do you feel like that just makes you even more dangerous here as you're, turning pro and getting into the big ranks here?
Want me to be honest with you, bro?
Yeah.
My coach did that just to scare people away, bro. For real.
So you're not an all-American wrestler?
Nah, bro. Like, yeah, bro. I mean, you gotta think about it, bro. It's like it's funny because it's like that's the first thing coach put up there. He's like, yeah, they gonna know you wrestle, bro. So I just gave the secret away, man. Like I'm telling, but no, I'm just saying, man. Like I have trained with something. Like I have put the type of work in, but yeah, man, they just kind of scare little people away.
But you're a good wrestler, though, right? You're still a very.
Oh, yeah, man, I came up doing MMA. What I mean by that is I started off with MMA. I started off with I started off learning everything at the same time. I just found out the way I like to fight, the way I like to win. Just found I was always an entertainer. You know what I'm saying? Always about entertaining crowd. Of course, not rush. Like as an amateur, I used to wake up at the end of the fight like, what happened? You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't know what else. So I didn't really I wanted to get more control of the finish, more control of what I do in the cage. And you know what I'm saying? I feel like so many chances that you take on the ground. And it's not as entertaining. It's like I have been in situations to where at practice, I have been in situations where the last 10 seconds I get caught in something stupid. And it's just like I just never like to engage in that type of activity unless I'm in total dominance. So it's always about control. And I feel like you have the least control on the ground. So I don't like it. But I can wrestle, of course. Like I actually love to wrestle. I can wrestle very well, actually. But it's just something I feel like, when I get in there, I like to, stand in I like to dance, bro. I ain't gonna really say stand and bang. I like to dance. I like the swag, man. I like, catching the rhythm. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Yeah. No doubt about it, man. Well, I appreciate you sharing all that info with me, man. Tell me what life is like for you outside of training. What do you do for work right now to pay the bills and whatnot?
I mean, to be honest, I'm a businessman. Really, first, I haven't worked. I can say I don't have really a specific job, but I do more so contracting. I work with my team. We have like a drive share app like Uber. So basically, we do a lot of those type of things concerning like drive share. Just a lot of contract. Like I have a contract with FedEx, so basically I deliver airplane parts or something like that. So it benefit me because I might work like once or twice a week. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I just really just train full time now. It's really a blessing because I didn't get my first sponsor until my second pro fight. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I've been able to kind of provide, my way for this sport. You know what I'm saying? Just from me and my team.
Perfect. So it just allows you to focus more on training. Tell me about training camp, man. How has it been thus far? Who have been your main training partners to get you ready for Justin?
To be honest, man, we always in training camp, and this training camp stems. I say this training camp been in effect for like 9 months straight, bro. Like I've been fight count be like that long because I've been having fights back to back, and if I'm not, I'm training somebody else that have a fight, and it's like, but it's intense. My number one training partner is Paul Kimball, and I know I train with Jaleel Willis. He's a Bellator fighter. He's a 170 that I train with. So them really my top two, my main guys, and we got a couple guys at 185. They really I've just seen Patira Wilson. He's like 3-0 heavyweight. And like I said, so we train big, we train big, we train athletic, you know what I'm saying? So it's like our main focus is strength. Our main focus is being uncomfortable, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's always, you got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable and when it comes down to law school, like for real. So that's how the training camps have always been for me. I always lose at practice more, you know what I'm saying, than anything, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like when you train to, you know what I'm saying, failure. Like every time you do a rep, you're doing it until you can't do it anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's like you build that so that when you get in the fight, it's hard for them to make you feel that way. One person, you see what I'm saying? So that's how we train. So it's like when we get in the fights, it'd be easy. So that's really how camp been going my whole career. And it still haven't stopped. We 6-0 and we train harder. You see what I'm saying? So that's how it is for me, man, right now. It's just harder. Everything is intensified.
So September 26th, Contender Series, Justin Burlinson's the opponent. We saw him before at Contender Series. He lost to Johan Lane-Ness. What are your thoughts on Justin as an opponent? Where is he dangerous? Where do you feel like you could take advantage of him here?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't let nobody talk about my opponent to me in a negative way, man. It's always respect. I do what I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the guy that do a lot of talking. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at look at film, you see what I do. So I don't, really put a lot of energy into downplaying people. But it's like I have to be. I try to become a fan of a person first. You know what I'm saying? See what I like, and I like. He got a nice pull too. That's it. It's like I feel like it's a good time to learn how to kick for sure. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the level of his competition is just nowhere near mine. And I feel like it's a lot he'll have to deal with. I just feel like he need more weapons for sure. He need a couple more weapons. But like I said, he had a nice head movement. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It had, it's people that have shown that to be, false, but he got good head movement, man. I just feel like you gotta keep that right hand up for sure, man. But I feel like he a pretty good game opponent. I feel like his credentials, speak for themselves as far as what his records say. But I just feel like it's a different field, and I feel like what I think he might try to do. I think he may try to wrestle Jets or something like that, but it have been tried. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like once you get in there with me, it's a different type of feeling. It's a different type of screen. I can wrestle too. I got great, I'm great off my back. I just, haven't got a lot of time to show it. Been in a, went to decision twice out of my pro career. So it's like I haven't got a lot of chance to show a lot of my ground. But like I said, so that's really what I think about. I just feel like he need more weapons. And hopefully he have gotten better. You know what I'm saying? But the type of Muay Thai training, the type of kickboxing I have done with Amari Boyd, you know what I'm saying? Glory, ex-Glory kickboxer. You know what I'm saying? It's just the condition that it put me through over years. I feel like it'll be something that he just not ready for. The range. So yeah, like I said, it just it's a fight, so it can go any way. But I'm really just coming out there to just, hey, I'm coming out there to really, man, really how I feel about being on the Contender Series is really no pressure. I've been through a lot of pressure. It's not pressure. This is the time to where you go out there and do your favorite move. You go out there and put put on show them all the swag, all the stuff you do in the gym that nobody gets a chance to see. Now it's time to show it. You know what I'm saying? This is the place to where you show it. So, it's really no nerves. It's like go out there and, you know what I'm saying, like have fun, man, at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, go out there and have fun. All the pressure fights was trying to get here. Now that I'm here, it's like, man, like, only pressure it is that first UFC fight in front of 30,000, fans, or 20, 15, however many. I can't count them. There'd be so many of them, man. So that's the first time I would taste pressure again. Right now, it's just all fun and hard work, for sure. All hard work.
Do you think you get your 5th first-round finish here on September the 22nd?
Man, see, that's the thing, man. Like, it's just been happening like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's just hard to make it. I create a pace and I create a pace and a format to where it's just hard to get away from it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like to where I'm not going for the finish. It's just like if you can't take, like, you know, I'm putting it there, and if you can't take it, you know, it's not gonna be a long night at all. And I feel like he's too used to taking damage. You know what I'm saying? I think sometimes people get too used to having hard fights. What I mean by hard fights, their definition is like getting beat up and down, all around. Like, you don't see me do that. I control, I push a pace, and I stay on. Like, I stay right outside. It's just the way I fight. But I feel like we have created that format to where nobody have figured it out yet. And I feel like even the fights that I had that went third, like, I didn't have my training partners there. Like, Paul Kimball was out, and I didn't have like the same, like the same team structure. But now it's like my team's stronger than ever, bro. So it's like it's a problem right now. So it's like, yeah. So I don't know. I've been doing everything really at a really, I can say, times 2. So I feel like, man, for sure, I feel like it's a first round finish, man. It's just one of them type of things I just let speak for itself. But yeah, bro, I mean, I just don't see nothing that really stops it. And I don't feel like I feel like his chin's not that tough. He might I feel like it get to a point to where it's a certain way you get knocked out, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I think my left hand can for sure do that job. Like, I feel like it's on that level. You know what I'm saying? So unless he got a plan to delete my hand, like delete my striking, I see it ending pretty fast, man.
All right.
Dude.
Left hand to God. That's the nickname. So we'll see if that lands come fight night. Regardless, Danny, I'm excited to see you in there, my man. And I appreciate your time here today. Again, Danny Barlow takes on Justin Burlinson at Contender Series September 26th. Before we do sign off here today, Danny, I want to give you the floor. If there's anyone you want to thank, anything you want to plug, your social media sponsors, the floor is yours, my man.
Oh, yeah, man. My social media, Left Hand to God, man. I'm fighting out of Memphis, Tennessee. By the way of Memphis, Tennessee. I got a couple of sponsors. I thank my team. First, my coach, law school MMA, Brian Hall. My teammates, Paul Kimball, Patira Wilson, Omari Boyd, which is also one of my sponsors at KO Combs, God Body Fitness and Nutrition, New Money Daily, and my guy, J2G, Jamie Grant, J2G Promotions. You know what I'm saying? Just the whole Memphis, Tennessee, man. We coming. Like I said, man, we're finna get the job done, bro, man, for real. Yeah, man, just looking to have fun, looking to put on the show. Hey, looking to bring some swag into the UFC, man.